I believe I have found the most insane and OP weapon in Delta Force. This thing is a beast. It's like a wild horse that needs to be tamed, but it can't be tamed. It kicks, it jolts, but it's one hell of a ride. If you are looking to take your warfare to another level and increase your score per minute drastically, then you have to watch this video. Join me as I share with you my exact loadout and then take you into the battlefield with me. Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. I have done a weapons for beginners video a while back, but this video is for those who have more experience playing Delta Force warfare or for those who think they can handle a beast of a weapon. My goal for today's video is to show you my current loadout and then show you how it performs during warfare. A word of warning first. This weapon does have a strong recoil and you will have to learn how to play with it. The attachments I'm using gave me the best recoil control and accuracy as possible with this weapon. And the weapon I'm talking about is the M7 battle rifle. I tried this weapon at first and I actually didn't like it. Without any unlocked attachments, this weapon is wild. It's not easy to use, but if you stick with it and unlock its attachments, you can turn it into a controlled beast. I've had gunfights where I felt it's almost unfair how good this weapon is. Before we continue, I realize that I'm a new YouTuber and not many people watching are aware that I play on a PS5 and not a PC. I've heard from PC players that aiming is very different than on console. If this is true, I don't know. I just heard from those who played console and PC that aiming is better on PC. I could be wrong, so take it easy on me. What I want to show you is how I test the weapons that I talk about. For now, I'm going to pick a weapon I haven't used as much as an example. I take the weapon into the shooting range, I do 1 or 2 uncontrolled recoil tests, and then I do a few controlled recoil tests. This gives me a baseline of performance. Then I select attachments that are unlocked and gives me the best possible weapon score. Then I do another uncontrolled and controlled recoil test. So if you remember the initial recoil, yeah, that's already much better. Still a left and a right swerve there. But this is how you try and learn the recoil. What I do then is test its power across various distances. Switch to single fire and count how many bullets it takes to drop the enemy. So we'll go to single, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was on 7. Interesting. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's actually not too bad. The first target is close, second target is 50 meters, third target is 100 meters. So what I'm going to do now, just to give you all an example, is do some pulls to the right. At this point, I'm not happy with its stability, so I tried the core rail stock option and immediately I felt an improvement. If I want to try a new weapon, this is the process I'll go through every time. Yeah, I have to fight the recoil quite hard here. Next, we'll look at my exact M7 loadout. As always, I'm going for the Prism ×2 optic. Just because if an enemy is close by or far away, the scope kind of covers both distances. So how often are you really going to make kills that's over 100 meters? You're always playing within 15 to 50, 60 meters and only sometimes further shots. As for the barrel, there is 3. I believe the practical long is unlocked first, then the lizard short barrel is unlocked, and then the Tidal ultra long. I have the Tidal ultra long. If you look at the statistics, sure, this gives you much higher accuracy but much lower stability, and you can actually tell a huge difference when you are making those long shots. The recoil is absolutely absurd. What I'm doing with these 4 is essentially I'm looking at control, handling and stability. Since accuracy is already quite high, I'm trying to get my control and my handling as high as possible. Then as the foregrip, I have this one, which you unlock. Once again, you unlock it in the armory. I attach this, the color doesn't matter. It just gives you a bit more stability. If I remember correctly, magazine I'm not changing because I want to keep as much handling as possible. I have the balanced grip base. And for the rear grip, I have the AR heavy tower grip, and stock option, definitely the QR high performance stock, as it really boosts accuracy quite a lot. I don't have any offset here because the Prism optic does a good job on all ranges. So that is my full loadout on the M7 battle rifle. Yeah, look at that, nice control. We'll go single mode again, and we're gonna test how many bullets does it take to drop an enemy. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a big difference versus 8 or 9 that you will get on some of the weapons. After doing these tests, I play around and test my aim on fully automatic. The goal here is to take out 3 enemies and see how many bullets I have left. Do this on a 30 round magazine. And this is what I'll do constantly when I add new attachments to my weapon. I want to get into a few elements of the M7 during warfare. It's not a super fast handling weapon. Switching between targets can feel a bit sluggish. You're not going to be out there popping off and moving like you do with an SMG. But if you are facing multiple enemies in close proximity to one another, they are in for some trouble. What I find impressive about the M7 is its ADS speed. For a big rifle, it's fast. When you are running and an enemy jumps out in front of you, the ADS speed is rapid. You won't be caught lagging with it. What makes this weapon OP is how effective it is across multiple ranges. You will make 50-60 meter shots with ease. I've done multiple 75 meter plus kills with it. Over that distance though, the recoil is loose but not impossible to control. Once you get used to it, you will be taking out enemies near and far. Close range, the M7 performs just as well because of its hip fire and ADS speed. No enemy is safe at any distance with the M7. Even at 100 meters out, I'll attempt to take out an enemy. If the M7 is too much for you to handle, I have another weapon that might be more your style. It is the AKM. It is not quite as powerful as the M7, but I played around with it lately and had some great moments with it. Let's have a bit of a look. Initially when I played with it, I didn't like it. I played with it every now and then, but I still didn't like it. But then as I was preparing for this video, I wanted to test a few weapons again. I chose the AKM because I know it's a powerful weapon. After unlocking some of the attachments and improving the AKM, I started liking it more and more. It has slightly less power than the M7, but it has less recoil and slightly better handling. With the AKM, you switch between targets seamlessly. I will quickly take you through my exact loadout and then take the AKM into the shooting range for the same test I do with all the weapons. This is the current loadout I have for the AKM assault rifle. As always, Prism over there, C handle over there, upper rail I have the KC Hound, right modular, left DD Python. Barrel I have the AKM Beaver long barrel combo. Right rail, these are just flashlights and lasers. The same on the left rail, flashlight lasers, I don't use those. Muzzle I have the FFC double port. Rail pod, I don't use this ever. Foregrip, again, this one just gives you crazy benefits. Mag mount, just for that additional, I believe it's stability, let's check, for handling. So definitely activate that. Mag, I stay exactly the same. I don't want to lose any handling on the weapon. I have the 8K stable rear grip. And the same QR high performance stock, no offset. Then if we take this straight into the shooting range, that is not bad at all. That's uncontrolled. That is controlled. 1, 2, 3. That's good though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's the same as the M7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad at all. We'll do some target practice now. Hey.
This is not a comparison between the M7 and the AKM, but I do need to mention something. With a single bullet strength test, the AKM had similar strength than the M7 on 50 and 100 meters. On the 5 meter one, however, it took the AKM only 3 bullets and the M7 took 4. 1 bullet doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is. But when I take the weapons out in the field, I can definitely tell the M7 has more power. The time it takes to kill an enemy does feel less than the AKM. Like I mentioned earlier, the M7 almost feels unfair at times. So if I compare both weapons and keep in mind that this video is about the most overpowered weapon in Delta Force, I have to go with the M7. Overall, it's an absolute menace. I was seriously impressed with it. The enemies dropped like flies. If I have to go with which weapon I had the most fun with and is an absolute blast to play with, it has to be the AKM. I had so many super crazy moments with it. I love it. It is still a difficult choice, however. Now you have the exact loadout I use for the M7 and the AKM. If you haven't tried these weapons yet, give them a go with these attachments and let me know in the comments how it went. Did you see an increase in your score per minute? Perhaps you have an even better loadout. Please share that with me in the comment section, if you are willing to share your secrets, of course. But give both these weapons a try and let me know your favorite, or if you have an even better loadout. I haven't experimented with the calibration of any weapon yet. If I'm honest, I still feel it's a bit too soon. But I'm wondering how much difference it makes and how much improvement you will get. I will have to start playing around with it and see. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. As always, take care everyone and happy gaming.